Hi there, welcome back. So you wanted a home lab and you installed Proxmox, or alternatively, you moved away from VMware ESXi to a Proxmox server. Now you want to install Docker on your Proxmox server. Watch this video to learn the best way to install Docker and the two top tools to manage your Docker containers. We have decided to give you something special. By watching this video to the end, we will show you how to download our Proxmox and Docker Bible. This is a special document. This covers the installation of LXC containers in your Proxmox server, as well as the installation of Docker in your LXC containers. In addition to that, this includes Docker training as well as a Docker cheat sheet and two of the most valuable Docker management applications, which you can download for free. Previously, we created this LXC container. Now we want to install Docker in there the best way. As we said earlier, if you want to create a VM, you click here. If you want to create a LXC container, you click here. Now you click on the LXC container and you click the console button to open the console. Let's expand this and bring it to the bottom of our screen. We log in as root. However, we did create another user, but for the sake of the demo, we are going to use root. Because if you haven't added another user, this is how you will log in. So you log in as root with a password. The first thing we want to do is to update the Linux on this machine. It's running Ubuntu Linux. So we're going to do an apt update. Right, this happened fairly quickly as the machine is fairly up to date. The instructions for this video can be found on our blog. Have a look down below for the link. And now we run this command. There are a few things we need to install before we can install Docker. As you can see, I've already installed them, but that's what you would run. Next, we will run this command. It has to do with security. Now we will add the Docker repository for this particular version of Linux. And we press enter. And we need to set the policy. And now we will do an apt update again. The reason we are doing that is we've just added a repository and we will not have access to that until we have updated the Linux server. That's what a LXC container is. It's a Linux server. That went fairly quickly, and now we can install Docker. So this is the command to install Docker. It's already installed, so that's fine. In your case, it will download and install Docker. After that, we need to verify that Docker is working. So we type Docker version. And that's good. Our Docker is working. Now we will enable Docker as a service. We run this command. Okay. Now we need to start Docker as a service. And then we need to check the status of the Docker as a service. So we run this command, and you can see it's active and it's running. So now we have completed the Docker installation. We need to type Control-C. We are now going to install one of the most popular Docker management tools. It's known as Dockge. Some people call it Dockage. So let us create a place for this. We'll make a directory in the stacks folder. So cd/opt/ in the stacks folder, and we will call this Dockge -p. Then we open this folder. At this point in time, we want to create a YAML file. The preferred way of naming it is compose.yaml. So let's do that, nano. Now we go to our instructions. And if you go down here, somewhere here, you will get this nano compose, which we just ran. And now we need to copy the content. You need to copy the whole thing. Copy, go in here and paste. We now will run docker compose pull. This is a command I have not seen on many of the YouTube channels, but what you are doing is, as you have now created a Docker Compose file, it's going to want to download a Docker container and start if you say Docker Compose up. But what we want to do is we first want to pull the images down and then after that run it. So this is the command you run. It's now pulling Dockge from the Docker Hub. And now that we have done that, now we can start it. So we will say Docker Compose up. But up-D. We wanted to start in the detached mode. That means that after I have run this command, I will get back control in my terminal. You can see it ran fairly quickly because the image was already pulled. So all we had to do was just start the container. And I've got access to my terminal again. At this stage, we want to open the browser. It will be your server IP address :5001. In our case, this is our IP address of our LXC container. And there we are. We need to give it a user and a password. Let's do that and remember me. Here is Dockge running that we just added to our Docker container. However, we have other applications which we also installed manually in the Docker container before we installed Dockge. It's a lot easier to use Dockge than to sit with YAML files and type them by hand. So what we do is we hit the compose file, and every Docker application that we publish in our channel has first been tested here. So you will put in the YAML content in there, and then you will give it a stack name, and you will save this. And you can see it validates the YAML. Often we get YAML on the internet for installing applications, but the YAML is either broken or invalid, and you'll pick it up here. And then after the YAML has been validated, it's also created a folder. So if we go here and we look at ls-l, so if we run this command, we will be able to look at the stacks folder and see what's inside there. And you can see here, it's just created the Nginx folder inside the stacks folder. That's also the reason why we install YAML files in the stacks folder. Now we haven't started Nginx, so you can see it's inactive. We don't want this, so let's delete it. And it was successfully deleted. So with this tool, you will be able to install applications into your Docker container with great ease. Next, we want to install one of the most popular Docker management tools. This is known as Portainer. Now, we have our own way of installing Portainer, which is unique to this channel. The reason for that is they use a Docker command to install Portainer. The problem with that is when you run the container, it works fine. So when you delete the container, it is lost. You have to go back to the web and search how to install Portainer. So we have come up with a Docker Compose file. So our installation process is different, but much better. So now we will run this command, make directory. And then we will open that folder. Now we will create the compose file. Remember, it's compose.yaml. And then go to our instructions over here, and now we copy this YAML here. Copy the whole thing. Paste it in here. Control S, Control X. And we are now going to say Docker Compose pull. This will bring down the Docker images for Portainer, all the images, you'll see that, like we did in the previous installation. You can now run this command. It will start the Portainer container in the detached mode. However, we want to do something different. We are going to use docs to install Portainer. So grab the YAML content here, go to docs, hit the compose button, and paste this in here. And then we are going to give it the name Portainer CE. That's our stack name. And then we are going to say save. As you can see, the YAML is valid. So it saved it. And now we can start Portainer. Now, one of the nice features of docs is that over here it says running and it gives us a port number. Now, watch this corner here. When I move my mouse over there, that's the IP address of the LXC container running Portainer. So we can open this in a new tab. And we need to provide a strong password. And we now create this user. As you can see, they want a 12-character long password for this. And then we click on here to get started. And again here. And now if you look at our stacks, we have the same as docs. And if we go to the containers, it looks very similar. And you can see the ones that are running. This one has other features like images. So I have some unused images. This is one I'm going to delete, the Nginx. So I say the two programs complement each other. What Portainer doesn't give you, Docs gives you, and what Docs doesn't give you, Portainer gives you. So if we have a look here, we can look at our containers. We can look at our images. We can look at our networks. And when we define containers, we also define storage. So if you look here, you can see storage has been defined in some of these containers. As you can see, these two tools really enhance installing Docker in your Proxmox LXC container. And now to download the Proxmox and Docker Bible. Open our GitHub page. That's this page here. Click on repositories. This is our YouTube channel. Click on that. Then click on this file here. And then click here to download the file. We trust you found this useful and that you enjoyed our content. Please do us a favor, subscribe to our channel, click the bell so that you can be notified when you publish our next video. Now what's exclusive to this channel, we greet you in 5 languages. Thank you, dude. Baie dankie, tot ziens. Grazie mille a me, ciao. Jesus sinaderfe. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. Domo arigato tomodachi. Sayonara.